The Satan knows that the one thing that HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave us to defeat him is the Torah. But in order to emulate HaKadosh Baruch Hu in the highest level, and to be like Hashem, to be like God, we have to become givers. Givers to no end. And this, Rabotai, is a tool that destroys the Satan in a lot of different ways. And therefore the Satan created a tool that has fooled society for some time and continues to. In today's Hebrew language, they call it fryer. What's fryer? In English, you would call it like a sucker, a fool, someone that everyone takes advantage of. They're just taking his stuff. Why? Because sometimes a person wants to give and he doesn't want to do the accounting. He wants to do something nice for his wife. But he doesn't want to do the accounting. Oh, what am I going to do? Is she going to do this for me? She did that for me. Oh, but last time. No, he says, you know what? Let me just get her something nice just because it's nice to get her something nice. Let me just do something good just because it's good to do good. Let me do something good for him just because it's good to do good. But then the Satan comes and says, I understand you want to do good because it's good to do good, but when did you become a sucker? When did you become a fryer? That people could just take from you and that's it. Did you ever get anything? And if you got something, what did you really get? What? You bought her a $10,000 diamond, what'd you get? Dinner? You could buy dinner for $10. Is it really worth it? What'd you do? You worked. Every day you put overtime. Every day you worked for this company. You built them. You put this company on the map. What'd they give you? What, they give you a stock bonus? What, they give you $20,000, $100,000? They made billions. Why should you continue working? Why should you continue doing so much for this company? And a person starts to think, wait a minute, why am I being a sucker? Why am I doing so much for everybody else? And they're not really doing anything for me that's in the same level or at all. And that's when the Satan starts to win. But some people have a very, very strong connection to the image of God. And therefore, they're not really so concerned about being a fryer, being a sucker. They're not afraid of that. No, listen. Yeah, I know that I worked really hard for this company, and perhaps they maybe made a whole lot more than me. I know I did a whole lot more for my husband than he's been doing for me. I know I did a whole lot more for my kids than they did for me. I know I did a whole lot more than my parents have done for me, and so on and so forth. But let me just do it anyway. Let me just help them out here. Let me give them a ride there. Let me contribute here, contribute there. Why? Because I want to be good. I want to be good. So Satan sees, oh, this one is a tough cookie. Okay. We'll have to send them tool number 2. What's tool number 2? A bunch of messengers from the Satan that literally have been programmed to be just like the Satan, which is takers. He sends him a bunch of takers. He sends him a bunch of people that all they know how to do is just take. They contribute nothing to no one but themselves. And even themselves, they're sometimes stingy about it. Even themselves, they think twice before they go to the bathroom, lest they have to buy food again. Even themselves, they're stingy on. But worst of all, they're stingy on anything that involves benefiting anybody else. But when it comes to taking, They are top world professionals. If it was a degree, they would have the master's PhD combined. They are world experts at taking, and they'll take everything even if they don't need it. And they love to take. They want to take. And the Satan sends them to you. And now they're taking. And you give. Why? Because you want to give. Because you like to give. Because it's good to give. Why not give? Okay, so he needs, I'll give him. And then they come back the next day. Oh, you again? Yeah, I thought you had that. Yeah, sure. You need more? Yeah, you have? Sure, okay. And he's starting to feel almost like a drug dealer. All of a sudden, this guy keeps coming back. He's like an addict. And as long as you're giving, he's taking. Even if he doesn't need it. And all of a sudden, tell him, listen, but you already got 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Yeah, no, this is not for me. Oh, it's not? So why are you here? Oh, it's for my friend. Your friend? Why didn't your friend come? No, he's embarrassed. He lives far away. His mother died. His horse broke its leg. His baby just threw up. I thought he didn't have any kids. No, if it was born, it would have thrown up today. And that's why I want to help him. I want to do good before it's needed. It'd be like Hashem, like to bring the cure before the ailment. He'll start giving you analogies and examples of why he's here to take. You're so fed up of hearing from it. He's like, oh, just take, just go. Go already, go take already. And the next day he's back. And the next week is back. And as soon as he sees maybe this possibility of you not giving, so I'll take a break for a couple of days, a week, a month, and I'll come back and take some more. Why? He's a taker. But not just any taker. He's an expert, professional, master's, PhD, doctorate degree, and a decree. A degree and a decree. This one is like a kaparat avonot in the making. And you don't even know what to do with yourself. It's like, oh man, this guy keeps taking. And now he brought his friend. He really has a friend. The friend's the same thing as him. And they're just taking. And then there's another guy. He's like, whoa, come on. How much are they taking? What am I, a friar? Oh, all of a sudden, that word came into your vocabulary. All of a sudden, you're starting to think like the Satan has wanted you to think all the time. What am I, a sucker? Why am I giving? Let them go and get it somewhere else. Why do I have to give it to them? And all of a sudden you're starting to do cheshbonot. You're starting to do accounting. Why? HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave you the task of being like him, the ability to be like him, the image like his. The Satan doesn't like it. Why? Every time you give, you become more godly. Oh, we don't want you godly. We want you satanly. We want you to be a taker. So how do we convince you? We'll try to convince you with some words. We'll try to convince you with some speech. We'll try to convince you with somebody trying to influence you. Your wife, your husband, your friend. Why are you giving? Why? Why are you giving? That doesn't work. So we'll send you those messengers of the Satan that will start taking but not giving. And if you fail there, it's like you failed everywhere else. And this, Rabotai, is how a person can lose the steam that he had, the steam of giving, the power of giving like God, just in order to avoid being what's called a friar, the sucker. Now it's gone to such a point, this whole perception has gone to such a point that in society today, people that do not like to give also don't like to see other people giving. In fact, they will always have something nasty to say when they see somebody else giving. Like, why is he giving lectures for free? What's the catch? Why is he giving books for free? What's the catch? Why is he giving food for free? What's the catch? Why is he giving money for free to the poor people? What's the catch? Oh, it's a cult. Oh, he's not giving. He really is taking, and he's doing this, and they'll have all types of convoluted story of why it's not possible that somebody else would give. Why? Because they themselves are not givers. But this poison starts to infiltrate different types of people, including those that want to give, including those that are good. And many times, this is not just in the world of tzedakah and charity, it's also in the world of marriage, where all of a sudden, you have a coffee with your girlfriend, and you and her, two girls, are having, not girlfriend, boyfriend, two girls. One is married, and the other one is divorced. And they're talking and chit-chatting, and all of a sudden, she's telling you about how she's so much happier now that she's divorced. And she's happy that he's out of her life. He tortured her. He was bad to her. He never did this and he never did that. He didn't buy me this. He didn't send me there. Now I can do what I want. Now I can go where I want. And she's making it seem so glamorous to be divorced. And until now, you were happy in your marriage. You're perfectly happy. Your husband's very nice. Kids love you. Kids love him. Everything is good. Until you get that phone call. And your husband calls you. He says, honey, did you pick up the kids today? No. I thought it was your turn. Oh, yeah, it was mine, but I can't do it. Can you just do it for me, please? Okay, yeah, sure, honey. No problem. I'll pick up the kids. And you hang up. He's like, listen, I got to go. Why? Because I got to go pick up my kids. Why? Because your husband said so? Why didn't he go? Well, he's busy. Oh, so his time is worth more than yours? See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. See, I don't have that. I have freedom. Nobody tells me what to do. Why is his time more valuable than yours? Maybe you're having a conversation to solve world problems. And you're like, well, I'm not. I'm just having coffee with you. But how does he know that? How does he know that? And all of a sudden she starts to put all types of new junk, new broken tools into your mind. You're like, oh, no, come on. Okay, I'm just going to go pick up my kids. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow or next week or whenever. But this seeps in. Why? Because you allowed it. And on the way to pick up your kids, you're starting to think, why is it that I'm going to pick up my kids? I mean, it's his kids also. Why do I have to pick them up? I mean, what? Because he's stuck in an appointment? He should have made an appointment at a different time. And all of a sudden, you pick up the kids. You're not really so happy about it. You love the kids and everything is good with them, but you're a little bit bitter inside that this happened. But okay, no problem. But a few days later, it happens again. A few days later, he forgot to buy the groceries. And he says, oh, I forgot.